ranking my pull-up options. Hi, I'm Jonathan Pritchett with Theology, Geek, Fitness. In this video, I'm going to rank the various ways I have to do pull-ups from least favorite to most favorite. It's not like a worst to best. There are worse ways and better ways of doing pull-ups, sure. But out of the options I have none that I hate. So this will go from least favorite to most favorite. And my least favorite of all my options to do my favorite exercise is using the Crazy 8 pull-up thing. I did a review on this. It's a product, the Crazy 8's product from WorldFit, and it is an amazing product, and I gave it an amazing review because it is an amazing product, and I love it for what it is. But what it isn't is my favorite way of doing pull-ups. But what it is a quick and easy, down and dirty way to do pull-ups without a lot of fuss or hassle. And it can do a bunch of other little things too that's pretty cool, which is why it's a great product that I recommend. It's just when it comes to doing pull-ups of the options I have, it's my least favorite option. But it is a product that I wholeheartedly recommend, especially if you're a pull-up enthusiast like I am. My second least favorite is using a doorway pull-up bar. I don't mind using doorway pull-up bars. I do recommend some over others. I'm particularly fond of the cross grips that I use for traveling. They're great. You can hang rings off of them. You can set them up relatively easy. They are compact, whereas like a single unit doorway pull-up bar is not nearly as compact, and they're probably not even as stable as the cross grips, but the cross grips are pricey. And I don't mind using doorway pull-up bars, like just a standard doorway pull-up bar single unit thing that you just hook onto the door. I don't mind them. There are some that I recommend you getting, the ones like the one in my review and others like it review pull-up bar, not the ones that have like the wide grip and the neutral grip where you know they're just there in your way. I like the bar that I recommend. Rifu is just the name of the bar that I got. There's like 40 on Amazon just like it. But the bar goes up, and it's just a straight bar. Kind of angles a little bit at the ends, but it's more or less just a straight bar. It doesn't have any neutral grips coming off of it that are stuck where they placed them, and you can't move them around. So just a straight bar, doorway pull-up bar is the kind I recommend. I like the cross grips because you can place them wherever you want them on the door frame. But if you don't want to spend all that money and you get a doorway pull-up bar, get the one like the review in the video that I made on that pull-up bar, or the varieties that are rebranded, but they're all the same. But that's my second least favorite. My third least favorite, to be honest with you, is rings for pull-ups. I like using grips more than I like using rings. I do like to train with rings, but it's just not my favorite way. It's just kind of mid. It's number 3 out of the 5 that I'm going to list here. So it's mid for doing pull-ups. I know that some people love doing ring pull-ups because, you know, of the way that the rings aren't static, and so it gives you that natural thing. But you can get those with like Engel's 90 grips or the variety of knockoffs of Engel's 90 grips as well. So rings is whether you're hanging the rings off of mounts or hanging the rings off of a pull-up bar, or somewhere, you know, a bar swing set or like a soccer goal or whatever. Rings aren't my favorite ways to do pull-ups, even out in the world, out in the wild somewhere. They're just mid. My almost favorite, number 2, would be, of my pull-up options, is taking like something like the Engel's 90 grips and putting them directly on my ceiling mounts. That's my second favorite way to do pull-ups, because you get all the benefits of the rings without them being rings. You don't need any additional straps because the grips, like the Engel's 90 grips, has the straps attached to the grip. And so I can just put them directly on the ceiling mounts and do pull-ups. So if the weather's cold or rainy or something, I don't have to get out my cross grips or a doorway pull-up bar. I can just go to my mounts, hang the Engel's 90 grips off of those mounts, and do my pull-ups, and you get all the benefits of the rings, you know, that natural movement of your wrists or whatever. It's not static like a bar. So you get all of that benefit without having to deal with the straps of rings, and it's quick and easy and painless, you know, to set up. You just put the rings or put the grips right there on the mounts and just start doing your pull-ups. So that's my second favorite way of doing pull-ups of all my options. And of course, my absolute favorite way of doing pull-ups out of all my options is to go outside on my outdoor pull-up bar and do pull-ups. My outdoor pull-up bar in my backyard, that do-it-yourself pull-up bar, fence posts and pipe from Home Depot, right there in the backyard. Absolute favorite way. So of all the pull-up options that I have to do my favorite exercise, my outdoor pull-up bar is my favorite. So there you go. Those are my 5 primary pull-up options that I have available to me to do pull-ups, ranked in order from least favorite to most favorite. So there you go. Check out those options. You have to go to Home Depot to build your own like I did, but the links for the other options are in the description below. Like the video if you liked it. Click the dislike button if you didn't like it. I don't care either way. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you want to support what we're doing at Theology Geek Fitness, you can do that by becoming a patron at patreon.com/theologygeekfitness. $1 gets you into the door. All sorts of workout routines that you can follow along with, over 100 featuring the kind of equipment that you see me regularly feature on this channel. $10 and above patrons get in on gear giveaways. I give gear away, gear that I reviewed that I'm not going to use, whether I liked it or not, if I'm not going to use it on a regular basis, or it's gear that I was using on a regular basis but decided to no longer use it in order to use something else. I give it all back to the patrons because they are the ones who support this channel, and all that money gets invested into the channel to buy these little pieces of home fitness equipment, so you can see if you like what I have to say about them, to see if it'd be helpful for you in your own stuff. That's why I do these gear giveaways, because I want to give back to them, whether I'm not going to use it or no longer going to use it. So consider doing that, and I'd appreciate it, just like I appreciate you watching this video. See you in the next one. God bless.